for telling me.
Hey! There we go. It's finally kind of working. Hang on. There we go. Oh my god. I don't know if anything is going to be able to be heard tonight, but... Hi! I'm actually streaming for the first time in like 2 weeks. Because I'm a lazy ass crack, and also nothing works, and I'm dying. And that's where I'm at. But we're gonna stream tonight. Hi.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
This is your thing. You can introduce.
This is my sibling. Undisclosed. Undisclosed is here to play a game with me.
October's good.
October.
Though 2 times I ever stream.
Yeah.
I'm on you and Bree stream sometimes.
Yeah, you are. Among Us and...
OJK.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hop right back into this because I'm ready for me money. There's probably gonna be an echo too because I need to hear it on the TV tonight. Sorry.
I've been playing Switch, so I am gonna click Switch buttons.
Yeah. Ooh. The end of the beginning of the end. Well, that makes me unwell.
Unwell.
As news of what happened in Kaminoku spread, people all over the world were devastated. Our superhero society changed overnight. The next day, All Might summoned me to the beach. There, he punched me. After that, he told me he couldn't fight anymore. It was
He
over.
punched you? He also hugged you
Peace was
though.
actually retiring.
So... Just some tough love. That's all.
Why are you doing that?
I would do that if there was no camera.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Texas Smash! You've made a promise, but as it turns out, you can't keep your word. If you kids had gotten hurt, everything would have been in vain. Got some bad influences.
Like you. I'm gonna hit auto and just let it do its thing.
The last sparks of One for All have left me. I can barely use my muscle form.
He just whips it out occasionally for a gag.
You're always rushing to help people, no matter the danger. Destroying your body over and
Now, I
over.
don't know if we can do co-op for the campaign or if we can just do fighting each other, but I'm willing to fight you regardless.
Getting into a fight.
I think you can. I looked it up, but I don't know. We'll see.
From here on out, I will devote myself to training.
He must drink a lot of water because he show produces it. Hi, Noel! How are you?
He punched
Meet undisclosed
You
sibling.
keep saying that.
October. Devilishly
I'd
OJK.
love to get away with
All
just
my training
introducing
was
myself
over.
as undisclosed.
You gotta put, right, you gotta put your Captain Kirk cosplay
because I had to
on the
improve.
Discord when you go, because I need to see it. Just
As I sat
FYI.
there crying in All Might's arms.
So romantic.
Days of our training.
I just died in your arms tonight.
Romantic.
It's
Oh.
tutorial time. First, let's see if you can perform each type of move.
Here, why don't you do the tutorial, because I've played this game before. Oh, are you All Might?
Yeah.
You're All Might? Oh.
Come to my mentor and I'll say that
Can you bonk me back?
I'm really good at this, so.
Can you bonk me back?
Yeah.
Bonk me back!
Well, I don't think I'm
Hit,
gonna.
hit square. See if you can bonk me. Oh, you can bonk me back! Sweet, okay. I'm serious.
I'm joking. I'm not playing him.
You are?
No.
Why?
I didn't make the game.
Here, you do it.
I don't want to. Go ahead.
Ah!
I learned by watching for
Okay,
a minute
alright.
and failing a couple times, and then becoming the dominant player in all of reality.
Fight me, you dumb sir. Quirk special. Look, I'm trying. I thought he said I'm gonna kick your ass. I was like, young Midoriya! What are you doing? You don't kick All Might's ass? We kiss All Might's ass because we suck up to him so hard. Oh, Jesus. I'm good, and I will definitely do that. Please do. Dash successfully. Whee! Air dash. Whee! Guard successfully. Oh, okay. Oh, that's Kirishima. Okay. Near. Hold triangle or circle. Eat foot? Is that what he said?
Where's it eat butt?
There we go. Special move. Alright. What else we got on the agenda? Wait, what did I miss? That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, the special move. I'm hitting it, but it's not liking it. Oh, there we go. I don't know what was different! Nothing! But that's fine. This is so much nicer with Mike. Like, the Japanese version's fine, but I really like the dub. I don't like the dub of every anime, but this one makes me happy. Attack on Titan needs to be slapped, but My Hero's great.
My Hero and Promise Neverland both did really well.
Yeah, Promise Neverland's really good too. I'm sorry that my microphone's so far. I should set up a second one next time, and that way we can both be plugged in.
That's okay. I don't save much.
I know, but still. All feet, this guy.
It's so crazy. Out of all the paths my life could have taken, I met the
He's in
greatest
awe of his
hero
own
in
life
the
a
world.
whole lot.
He is.
He chose
And
me
honestly,
as his
I would be
successor.
too, but it is hilarious.
I have to keep running toward my goals at full speed. And help
He's gonna be
create
45,
a
like,
future.
I have to keep running towards my goals.
Yeah, totally.
I can't give up. I'll never outstrip anyone.
90. I can't believe the turns my life has taken.
Yeah.
Still in his grave. I left a note. I couldn't believe
With tear stains on it. I couldn't believe the turn my life has
it's just
taken.
written on a Kleenex.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, this is what
It's time to lecture you on the modes of this game, listeners. Are you ready?
Okay.
Experience the original work story through
I assumed. There are separate main and subparts of chapters. Okay, so mini chapters in the chapter. Cool, and cool. Please condition to unlock. Complete bloody blah. Okay, a red gym uniform.
Why would we want to write
The main menu has been unlocked. Go to the main menu. Cool. I don't think it's a bad thing to continue to pursue your goals even if you're older. I don't either. I just think he's always gonna feel like a tiny little baby boy inside, and I think that's adorable. I think that I love seeing old people go back to school. It's my favorite thing. When I went to college, seeing a little old lady, she was like, "Well, I got bored, and I wanted to go back to school." And I was like, "Well, good for you." She's like, "All they gave me was typing classes when I was a young lady, and I wanted to get my degree." And I was like, "Well, you should do it." I was proud. First steps: complete story. Cool.
Relive the story again.
Can you do multiplayer? Story mode. That's what I want to know.
Once I've scraped together
This is a single player mode. Okay. Boo.
you can
This
fight
is a mode where you... Hi, buddy. Muriel. You can set the number of players, battles, rules, and freely enjoy offline battles. We probably all have to do that. But let's see. Battle against other players. Single player.
Just watch or we can take turns.
No.
Level.
Oh, well. Yeah, we can take turns per level. I like that. You want to do that? And that we can battle a little bit later once you get the feel for it. But do you want to do the story mission, or do you want to do just regular
Whatever
missions?
you're gonna do is fine.
I had no goals, so this works. Let's do some of the story. And we'll just pass it back and forth. I did the tutorial, so you can do this one. Stop your cringe. Stop your cringe.
New unpracticed thing. I do love not
Uh-uh.
practicing
Now
and
it's
then
your
doing it
turn.
on a camera.
That one's completed, so you go, yeah, buddy. Start this chapter.
Let's begin.
Oh my goodness. I'm about to get my second muscle weigh in, so that'll be fun. I was supposed to gain 2 pounds of muscle and I gained 3 last time, so I'm hoping I've upped it this time. I've been eating so much protein. I'm rolling in protein.
I'm glad you're here, young Midori.
Oh, you got a cute baby team, and you're up against you.
Sweet.
We're going to practice minor techniques.
Okay, L1
Okay,
after an
get
attack.
ready to test all of the moves.
So just do them at your own pace.
Did
Do
you
each
want
one
to
of them.
learn, you hard-working little
Oh, I just have to try them all.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we still score thing.
If you
Uh-huh.
listen
So
to
you've
your
just had an
mentor,
attack,
you get
so boom.
sternly told to think about that yourself, and you always get the tar beat out of you. Well, that's enough of that.
Real?
He said that was his favorite role of all time to play.
Huh?
All Might. He said it was his favorite role of all time to play.
Oh, yeah?
In the last interview I watched. Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you like use okay, wait. Use R1. Oh, I gotta do that too.
Yeah. You've already done the dodge and the successful, so now you gotta do the other ones.
Yeah, no, I know, I just
Oh, I got you.
was missing one button.
I'm serious. So use R1 while guarding against attacks and then use square. So block an
I do
attack,
keep pushing those.
hold down R1 and let him come at you.
I have been. It's just for some reason.
And then, yeah. I know, there was one that was stuck for me.
Like, I keep doing it and he keeps kicking him.
So you have to do them all at the same time, I think.
That's what it does.
What I'm saying is you gotta guard first. There you go, so just guard. Hold it. Let him hit you, then do it.
Yeah, I've already done that a few
Huh.
times now.
Well, it's gotta fit. There must be some thing to it, because there was one on mine that was doing the same thing.
Well. I've also done the dodge one, but it's cool.
Let's see here. Side kick attack. Oh, use L or R2. Oh, you did. You called in
Sweet,
Ida in
I
them.
got Ida. And I think Gravity, if I saw right.
I think you're right.
No, it didn't check that off either, so it's glitched because they showed up, but...
Well, I think you have to do it up to a limit. Like, see how.
I just killed my mic. Oh no, it's looking good. Huh, it's weird, Kens.
My mic was like, not today. I bumped it and then it was just like, no. So sorry. I literally have it hanging up here by a hair bow. Because I'm classy like that. Do you want me to give it a whirl? Okay.
I don't know, it's weird because it just kicked in a second ago, I did it again.
He's not getting anywhere. For some reason, in my head, Midori always sounds like Mickey Mouse. He doesn't, but that's how I hear him. Nice!
For the 8th time I've done it, but thank you for checking it out.
Now the only thing you need is after an attack. I think maybe you have to attack him and then hit L1. I don't know.
I've done that one a few times. I think it's in the thing.
There you go. Oh, that didn't do it.
Yeah. I know
Maybe
that
after
That's
he
the
attacks?
first one I tried.
So like let him attack and then do it?
I have to do it so many times or something.
Oh, okay.
Or it's just like, oh no,
Like hit square and then L1 just once. Like boom boom.
why?
Just to see. Like attack him once with a square and then run away. But like in succession. Like, oh. I don't know, I'm just spitballing. We don't play fighting games very often. That's true. No, we play the ASMR of fiddling with a mic, right? I'm saying this like one-on-one fighter. This is a fighting game. This isn't like an adventure game like Assassin's Creed where you can go and explore the world. And...
Yeah, I know. Speak for yourself.
Oh, you play fighting games? Oh, I don't.
I'm saying I've done this 3 or 4 times because if you notice, I did the side kick attack a couple times, and they came and did it, and it just didn't check it off.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why it's like what if it's like supposed to be like that or if it's just messing up. But I've also done the top one a couple times, and it's just not.
That's the only one we're waiting on.
I know. I did that one during first like 3 or 4 times, and then moved on to other things. So I don't know what's going on.
There you go.
Yeah. Today we like it. Okay.
Looking good.
That works.
On to the next stage.
I don't know if they
Fill
want you
one
to
shard to the plus ultra gauge and try unleashing a plus ultra one.
Ooh.
When you go at it, you get all worked and yell this.
It's so fun. I've never liked an anime that was like based solely in fighting pretty much so much. I mean, it's not just fighting, but it's a lot of fighting. And I watched Bleach and Naruto growing up. I think it's just that this one's the most fun to me. Full Metal is like good. It's good. This one's fun. There's a difference. Oh, R1 plus circle. That's a new one.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a good. So
Same time.
If I need like an energy bar or something.
Just same time.
I understand how buttons work. I'm not doing it.
No, I mean like you kind of have to stagger them. Like did it real quick. I believe you. I believe you. Because I had that other thing happen too. No, that's not it. It's working. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna kick your butt. It's so cute. I just want Midoriya to succeed. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it was the gauge. Mm-hmm. Your plus ultra gauge. Oh! Had to feel good on the internal injuries.
Sure. I'm gonna screw that 1% of your stomach is less.
Press L2 and R2 twice for your side quick kick plus ultra. Cool.
Yes, Ida. Ready? Same thing. You do it, but it doesn't work out. Maybe I have to get
Your plus ultra meter is completely down. So smack him a bunch of times to build up your meter. Like just beat the shit out of All Might with no special moves. Just beat the shit out of him with triangle and square and all your fancy stuff. See how plus ultra is becoming blue slowly but surely every time you hit him?
That. I'm saying, do you think that it has to be all the way, even though it's working, it has to be all the way full ultra?
Well, yeah, because you're summoning them, but they're not doing a special move. So I think you need to plus ultra bar up.
I see
Boom!
what you're saying.
Now it's up, so you hit it double twice. Yeah, like that.
Okay, makes sense.
Babe!
The ring light is exactly where the bar is. So I can never tell
I'm so sorry.
where I'm at.
Do you need a scooch?
It's
Okay.
Build up 3 full bars of your plus ultra gauge and unleash the plus ultra.
You might just have to tell me when it's...
I will. Because you'll see yours when we actually start fighting, because you're technically the second player.
Okay, cool.
You're good! Oh, Ida. Oh!
We all plus ultra now, baby.
Oh, Jesus!
Wow.
Oh!
It looks like you were able to perform
Just
all
pops
the
right back
Yeah,
up.
I'm fine!
Job.
last time.
I am not doing good.
Plus ultra.
Sody pop, oh sody pop. Doo 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 doo.
Oh, now I'm just fighting.
Yeah, you just beat the shit out of him and don't take hits because he can actually hurt you now.
Come on, my bars.
Yeah, you're good. It's not there yet. But you're halfway to Spank Town with it. All Might. All Might? All Might. Meaning, he's almost dead. I recognize that. It made no sense. If I
Halfway
mind,
to
I'm like,
Spank
he's
Town.
halfway to Spank Town by now.
Can you tell me what my Spank Town bar is at?
You're good. But you killed him, so you're good. Nice. Ween. I want to ween. Nice. S is the top tier. You're good.
I'm top tier.
That's right. Oh my god. For a second I thought I was still playing music and I was like, oh no. Okay, so we got a Izuku Admiration, condition to unlock, complete, blah, 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 and electrified for Denki. Ooh. I don't know what player cards are, but I guess we'll find out.
That I inherited. I also inherited his unyielding convictions as the #1 hero.
I feel like you had
What
that.
you might call
Totowoki! You want to play this one?
Yeah.
This is your boy.
I should probably see what my old man is up to.
No
You-
good, buddy.
You can set your...
What do you want it at? Because it's probably going to...
Just do that. Just do
whatever
default.
on.
It's fine.
I can't
Yeah.
read that either. It's smack dab in the middle.
Let's begin.
Ooh. Do you need me to fiddle with the camera?
There's not going to be a place where it's not 100%.
Excuse
anyway.
me. That's fair.
After saving Bakugo, we took him to talk to the police. Then it took half a day to get home from Kaminoku. I kept wondering, what impact would All Might's retirement have? Who would be the #1
A big
hero now?
smackadoodle right in the middle of the hero
There
community.
you are, Shoto. I was afraid
Shoto?
something had happened to you. You could
She's
have
cute.
at least responded to some of my messages, you know.
I like
At least
her.
you're okay.
She's great.
So,
What were the
that's
genetic
been
criteria
since you
of the
got
hair?
back. You should go see
What?
him.
She got streaks.
Watch it. You're going to
Natsuo got
demolish our
nothing.
house.
Toya got nothing. I'm just saying, like, layered.
I don't know.
Shoto, get over here. We should talk.
I think you can say please.
What he said was foosh.
Beat up your dad! Beat up your dad!
It's the same moves. Like the same buttons.
Yeah, same buttons. But he might have a special move, but if so, they'll teach you. Woo!
I can't accept this.
Oh!
I'm just holding down the same ones as Midoriya.
Shoto versus Endeavor with using his ice would be real nice to watch. I personally am on board for that shit.
Literally the right and left buttons. Cool. Okay.
I've tried to close the
Fuck him up, man! Yeah, you can. You can jump. Doo doo.
but I should have earned his spot by
Uh-huh.
beating him.
Oh, you're red. Oh, no, you're not. I know. I'm like, oh, jeez, you're hot. Oh, nice. Nice.
You have to move up my bar.
You ain't there yet.
The underworld will become more active. Without the fear of all
Why are you monologuing? I'm kicking your ass.
braver and not
Just like a villain. God, I hate Endeavor. He's starting to become a human at least at this point, but man, that doesn't mean I like him.
is a loss.
Beating him with ice. Baby.
I can't stop. I won't stop.
His Plus Ultra t-shirt is just a slap in the face to Endeavor.
Yep.
Well, if he could come up with a goddamn catchphrase, he might not have a problem.
Right.
But, you know.
Another rant from my old
Camera
man.
placement is difficult. It's either looking down, looking up, or in the way and level. 100%.
Yep. You're right.
Did
Hi,
some
Shadow.
things this
I
time.
am good. I am
I
sleepy.
suppose. In the end, he's just
Undisclosed
trying to do what
sibling.
he thinks is best.
October. Devilishly OJK.
I'll reach the top in my own way.
This stream is just kicked back and enjoy a very fun anime game, so that's where we're at.
I can't read it. What would you like me to hit?
Yes.
We managed to save Bakugo. and I headed home.
Bakugo.
I've always risked so much for my dream. Of course, my mom.
My mom was worried sick.
He's monologuing.
He is
After
monologuing.
the Kaminoku incident,
She
Yuri
is
decided
so
to move its hero
fucking
students on
cute.
campus.
Look at
Given
them
everything that had
cheeks.
happened, it was for our own protection.
Sleepy and undisclosed
But
sibling.
before we could
Let
start
me know when
packing our
events
bags,
is online.
the school needed consent
What?
from everyone's guardians. So
Hi,
we
Sleepy
used
and
our
undisclosed
own
sibling. Let me know when events is online.
Before
You
I
don't
knew
get it?
Uh-uh.
It's a dad joke.
It was at
Like,
my
hi,
house.
Sleepy, I'm dad.
Oh.
Let me know when Unlikely Events is online.
Ever since enrolling,
My ADHD was like, what? What? Just keep reading the sentence flat.
My autism was like, I've got this one. It's black and white.
I've been ignoring my mother's mother's feelings for
Oh
so long.
man, I needed that.
How many times has she seen me bloody
Jeez.
and broken after fighting villains? But still,
Oh god.
look, Mom! All Might, you too! At the hospital.
Look, Mom, I'm at the hospital again.
It's from
Shattered my
me
ribs
too.
this time.
He's the boy I saved at the training
So
camp.
fun.
You know, it's
This
is it
made me feel like a real hero.
SpongeBob when they like bites
That's what
the
I'm
limb
meant
off
to
and
be,
it's
so
just
I
like
won't stop.
bones left?
Yeah.
That means I'll keep training
They just
even if I'm not at UA.
Pop their limbs out and there's a little bone nubbin at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
I can tell you're on your own path. Not just following in my footsteps.
Learned about those adopted puppies in Australia. Yeah, I know. I can't believe that. That hurts my heart.
I don't know. That seems very shady to me. Like, it seems
Yeah.
like there's something else going on if your reaction is so extreme.
I gotta kill it.
Like, did you stuff drugs up the puppy's butt? And that's really what happened? Because that's so extreme.
How do you go for... It's not even that, like, they shot them.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're gonna euthanize an animal, I mean, it's very unfortunate and we fight against it, right? But, like, shooting them?
Even if it costs me my
It's
life.
shady.
That's very, very heavy-handed. And just what am I watching here? Hello, Rockstar.
All Might,
You are watching...
you are zero
two siblings play a game we've never played before because we fucking love this anime and that's what we're doing. I am very sleepy. My ADHD is on fire. Are you very sleepy?
Not really.
And the ADHD is not there.
Promise
Just the autism.
Your idol is impressed with you.
Autism
I'm
takes no
sure
breaks.
that's one of the happiest things that's ever happened to you. But listen, if you're staying at UA, you
Mom?
have to keep out of trouble.
I'm sorry to tell you
Izuku,
this,
be
but fuck your
careful.
concern. I'm going to UA. That would be me.
I won't make
This whole thing.
It has been a
No,
minute,
granted.
Rockstar. It's really good to see you again. Hello! Hello! Deku's mom may be caring and kind, but Bakugo's mom... Oh! Bakugo's mom is a snack. And I don't mean that in a bad way or a denky way. She is just like... She is a joy, frankly. She
I
is a
might
joy.
mean it mildly in a danky way. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's begin.
She is great. I was like, oh, it makes sense now.
August.
I will
Pack
say,
my bags
now,
and
to be
move
fair, I have
I'd
negative
now be
respect
living in the
Yeah.
dorms
for
along
the
with my
person who calls
classmates.
himself mother of my
Our
life.
building was
But,
called Heights Alliance.
but
Located on the edge of UA's campus.
there would be 0% of her opinion that I'd be like, oh well, guess who's forging your signature? I'm going
Guess
to
who's
UA.
going to school? Same.
Your concerns,
Yeah.
not my problem.
Not
I
happening.
also don't register
I'll
emotions
explain
the
how
same
your
way. Maybe
dorm
that's why, but
assignments
I would
will
be
work
like,
shortly.
yeah, my whole
But
future will be
first,
better for 20 minutes. You're fine.
This is important.
She would just
Listen
wake up
well.
the next day.
Totally
Hey, Kirishima!
Kirishima, Midoriya,
Sorry, he's my boy.
Bakugo.
Do love me a good
You
Kirishima
five
in the
are
morning.
ones who broke the rules and went to
She
rescue
would
Bakugo that
wake
night.
up and your entire room would be empty. It would be like the Grinch stole Christmas
Yep.
in your
I assume you
room.
were at
Yep.
least aware of their plan.
Oh my
Knowing you'd all be
god.
expelled, you betrayed the trust of your
Jeez.
teachers. If it was
Aizawa
to keep your
needs
friends from
a
getting
hug.
into trouble, they could have died.
I don't know
I
that
hope
he would
each of you
accept that.
understands that.
What, death?
A hug.
However,
Oh.
we can't kick
did
out
you get
students
death?
while the league is out there.
I was
I
reading.
would not
Sorry.
Oh.
think of your plot next. So, in order to
Like-
regain our
like,
confidence,
Aizawa
you'll
needs
need
a
to
hug.
obey our every
I think
rule
he'd accept
and
one.
live as
Death?
models for us.
Sorry.
Got it?
Pretty sure you've answered this before, but what would your quirk be? I did answer it, and it was Kirishima's because I...
Pretty crappy pep talk. We're like disappointments.
Tanky.
What if you had to make one up?
If I had to make...
I mean, finish what
The
you were
reason
saying.
I would be Kirishima's quirk, I would have his quirk. I would basically be Tetsu by accident, but because... Who am I fighting? Oh, I'm fighting Denki. Oh, because it's
Oh, you're
funny.
fighting
Wee! Alright, fine. No, sir. I forgot what block is. Oh, that's block. Okay.
Where is it again? 'Cause I didn't-
It's R1. I will kick your entire ass, young man. I'll crush you!
Oh.
Anyway, I have always emotionally enjoyed being people's human shield because I'm around a whole lot of introverts and I'm not, right? So I love being people. Oh god damn it! I love being people's.
I love the way they made this though.
I do too.
Great. That was really good.
He is done for.
Actual toast.
I am done for. No, I'm just kidding.
All of the
God
statues
damn.
have some things.
Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He's blocked by the camera again. I was like, get back here, skinny boy.
I can see him clearly now. It's easier for I can shout like, call him to the right.
I would want Kirishima's quirk. Oh my god, look at that spider.
Finish why you would want Kirishima's quirk.
I would want Kirishima's quirk because nothing would make me happier than taking hits for other people. That is my reasoning. I would love to be someone's human shield. And I would certainly love to be the public's human shield. That would be incredible. If I could take a licking and keep on ticking, that's choice. That's choice. How about you?
What if you had to make one up?
If I had to make one up,
You losers all sound
oh, if I had, sorry, I don't know if I had to make one up. I don't think I put much thought into that. Let me make sure that's not a brown recluse. Hang on.
Okay.
It looks like a brown recluse.
I
Oh,
guess
it's doodling.
sometimes
Yeah, they
it's
do.
good to blow off steam.
You're so handsome, but you're not a brown recluse, so you're fine.
But he's near your bed. Where you
I mean, yeah, but he's just a little spider.
full disclosure, I squish bugs. I am not.
I know, but I catch bugs. Where did he go?
On the back of the computer.
I know, but where?
I don't know, but you're about to knock off your Coke.
I see that. He's gone already, so
In your bed.
probably. When he comes back, I'll catch him.
You're gonna slurp him through your straw.
I hope so. Extra protein for my diet. But let's move it over here. Oh my god. What about you guys? What quirk would you want? And also, what about you?
I mean, obviously,
Totally.
is what I would take. One, he's clearly autistic, so I just like him as a character. Hashtag relatable. Two, I am literally as a person either completely hot or totally cold.
Yeah.
Like it's either like fine,
Completely
cool,
hot.
nothing, fun, whatever,
Or like, ah!
yeah, you were about to get bashed.
You get to be Mina.
But if I had to make one up, we talked about this because I almost had to make a D&D character like this. If I had to make one up, I would have the ability to reshape and resize atoms because I could literally, with like, obviously, it's like any quirk where your body has to be capable of it or whatever, but you could like control anything.
Yeah. And it's kind of
'Cause
like
I couldn't
creating.
move it, just like reshape and resize it. So
Yeah.
like if I wanted to like whoop the earth over someone or like the person, I could like crush people.
You could. That would be a whole lot.
I didn't say I would, I said I could.
Yeah. I'm saying that's a cool thing. What about you guys? What quirks would you have? Don't sit there on your nice little asses and not participate. What quirk would you want? Hi, you Johns. We were talking about if you were a superhero, what quirk or hero power would you want? That's where we're at right now.
Each
That's
student
Uriah.
dorm holds one class.
Hi, Uriah.
Girls are on the
I
right,
do, you
and
have
boys are
dank
on the left.
memes.
First floor is a common area.
I want teleportation. If I had to balance it as a quirk, I'd probably make it be done by markers made by my own blood or hair.
That's
Ooh.
fucking baller.
That
Can
would
you
be
press on this
fantastic.
screen?
I do.
That's fucking baller.
Instant transmission? Explain instant transmission.
Your rooms
Like,
have
what would that
already
look
been
like for you?
assigned. The belongings you sent
I'm
ahead
curious.
have already been placed in your new spaces. Spend the day unpacking and getting settled. I'll tell you more about
We
your
are
next
busting through
lesson
this story.
Take people entire days to pack
And
and
Minetta,
packing it settled.
the baths
Yes.
are not co-ed. I warn you, you will behave yourself.
I will drown Minetta personally.
It's weird. I
How
know we
fast?
could have died, but it's kind of exciting to be living here.
I love Dinky. He's an idiot.
He's the worst, yeah.
If so, I think we should have a contest. The girls and I were thinking we should vote to see who has the coolest room.
I love Mina. She's adorable.
Good idea.
I'm just saying that if you were a spy, the perfect cover would be to be so gross nobody even wants to look at your
Yep.
room where you keep all of your secret spy things.
Yeah.
Any
If there's one
volunteers to
spy,
go
it's
first?
Minetta. That's my vote.
You are constantly everywhere, and people actively don't want to look at you
Right.
or acknowledge you. It's genius.
Or go into your room
If
or
I'm ever a
participate with
spy,
you.
I'm gonna act like a perv.
You gotta beat Minetta up then.
Gladly.
Smack his ass.
Or he'll like that.
In my bedchamber.
Wait, how do I use you?
You'll have fun in my bedchambers? Jesus. Like Golub from Dragon Ball Z, just transport anywhere instantly. That's a good power.
She's hard to use.
Instant transmission is kind of another teleport. See, I never watched Dragon Ball. That's my problem. Goku! Basically think of a place or person and bam, you teleport. That's nice.
Hard to use.
Why?
Because she's kind of like not distance, and he is. Like, look,
Oh yeah,
this
she's
stuff
up
only goes
close.
So far.
She's kind of up close there.
I don't think I really did
Well, L1 is dash, so you can use that to zip up close to him real quick.
much. That should have been.
Ooh, there you go. You got a
Maybe
combo
once I
going.
locked in. Yeah, it's kind of like that one Star Wars round.
I
where,
think
like,
she's
you
not
have to-
dashing because of his grapes on her legs, not because she can't do it. That's his thing. He can't. He's making her not able to get close.
Okay.
Yeah. She's my favorite.
Oh, that's where she was like that. She dances.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm tracking.
She's my second favorite
As someone who
of.
fights, this is confusing to me.
Yes.
She is, like literally the polar opposite of my fighting style. She's like,
You're
great,
like,
very,
"No."
very good. I'm playing it like a robot playing a dancer.
Oh, oh,
Woo!
oh!
Okay, okay, you're the worst. I'm not gonna give you credit, but that was a good move.
Nice. You got 1+ ultra if you want to use it. Oh, you don't have to. Smacked his ass.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Aww. Upside down Mina. Look at her breakdance.
Urkel could also alter his DNA.
Urkel said a teleport in Family Matters. What? If I couldn't get teleporting as my quirk, my second choice would be skinwalking or animorphs. Oh, that's kind of fun. Take animal pelts or feathers and turn into that animal for an hour. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I know I didn't do great. It's fine.
That's alright. I would be cool to be able to control any and all electronics. It would be cool to do that. Like, Denki is an underrated power a little bit because he technically can do that too. And I feel like the
hang
man
on, though.
behind the quirk is the problem, not the quirk.
We need clarification though. Do you mean like send an email with your mind? Or do you mean like take over a robot? And
That's
walk
also
around?
fair. Yeah.
A lot of variables.
That's also fair. Just let me be a cooler, less clumsy Urkel. Oh, a cooler, less clumsy Urkel. I was like, oh, that's so bad today. Imagine with the skinwalking power and having a fight in a museum of natural history. T-Rex time. That is a great point. It's Kuroshima!
He's a Luke Skywalker poster.
Yeah.
Bad choice.
My favorite of the girls is Sue. My second favorite is Mina, and my third is Jiro. I really like Jiro too.
I don't like Mina that much.
That's
It's
fair.
Not that I don't like her, she's fine.
Yeah.
But she's just, I love that guy though. Naval laser for the win. And what did I do? We were watching it. The first 5 seconds, Sue came on. I said, I love her. I know nothing about her, and she'll never be in it again because I thought she was gonna be like a throwaway extra. But I love
So
her.
did Bakugo.
Right? And the naval laser came on, and I said, he is worthless, and I'm obsessed with him. And I nailed that one. He is worthless, but I'm obsessed with him.
And it's like Momo's so cute.
I love Momo.
But
too.
she's so strict. I don't think I could, like, I don't think we would hang. She's a great person, and I would need her on my group project. But, like, I don't know that we'd, like, oh, there he is. There he is. I got him.
Kill him.
Where'd he go?
Under there, heading towards you.
Oh, he moved to, oh, now he's underneath here. Dude, you're fast. Where'd you go? There's a spider running around
If
here.
it comes at me,
You can
I'll
bonk him.
kill it.
You can bump him, but I'm just gonna try to catch him because he's just living his best life. Spiders don't really bite you unless you're, you
I'm
know.
not concerned with being big. I'm concerned with feeling 8 prickles that
That's
will
fair.
destroy my body for an hour.
That's fair.
This is great. You guys never change.
All forms of the computer, software, and hardware control. That's pretty
that's pretty
impressive.
You know how much money you can transfer from bank account to bank account.
Maybe be able to withstand extreme temperatures. That would also be awesome. You'd be like a, what are they called? Tardigrade? Is that what they're called? Those. Oh, Bakugo. My man.
My boy.
Aizawa. Maybe okay. I like Sue because she called out Bakugo like minute 1. Agreed.
Yes. I love when they're like going through their little test and they're like, they're bad at this and they're good at that and they're like, Sue, absolutely no flaws.
No flaws. I literally with Bakugo, I was like, I'm gonna kill this kid. Like I hated him, and then just somewhere along the way, I was like, oh man, wait a minute, hang on, he has an ethos. Huh? Wait a minute, hang on. Tardigrade. Yeah, those things, those little amoeba things that can withstand temperatures. Yes. Of course, I would. Wait. Of course, I would be sought after for evil. You would. You would for sure. Hacking computers and such. But I do remember someone from the show Heroes that had the same power. That's pretty cool. I think that's thinking outside of the box there.
Today, you'll concentrate on creating ultimate moves.
Oh, yes.
It's like a school assignment and a hero assignment combined. Rock on, let's do this.
Just enthusiastic. You can't hate Kirishima.
Without one, it could be hard for us to pass. And so we moved to Gym Gamma to train. There we'd see what
We're like, both of us like
reading.
Idiot.
It won't help if they leave you defenseless.
Oh.
That's why today you're going to
I
practice
like Grady
against
a
the
lot.
foe
I do.
villains. Don't hold back
Character
against them.
design. If they had
Yeah.
drawn her like plus size,
That would make more sense.
it would make so much more sense.
She uses the lipids in her body to create
She
things.
should be like Fat Gum.
She should be like Fat Gum. Yeah, she should be a weighty person. Oh my god, a
and still
Nomu?
dressed like that.
A Nomu? Alright. We'll just start off strong then.
So now we're out of school clothes and we've already got gauntlets. He is gone all the way to Gauntlet Town.
Ow! I didn't mean to hit him head on. God damn, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to zippity doo. God damn it. See, I'm fighting like I fight, which is take a hit.
Yeah.
I always, in my own fights, take the hit. If, as you know, I lose my arm, I lose my leg, I lose this, I lose that, and
I
then
literally systematically take you down the same way every time.
And then I
have
smack-
done that since we were 13.
and then I
and
smack.
you know it. You just like what you do.
I do like what I do
Nobody else
because
does that. It's just like,
honestly, I was about to say, in other fights, they think they've won. That's the best part, right? They think they've won because they've got me down, and I'm like, just you wait. Then I get up, Then I get up super close, because they have to get up close to me, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm gonna die here today. Gonna die here today! No! Yeah, I was about to die. I keep hitting L1 instead of R1. R1 is block and L1 is dash, and so I keep dashing right into his face.
I was pretty upset that your first lose was
I know! I'm sorry, I'm an ass. We're gonna try this again. No, but what I do is, so like in the combat that we used to do, right, if you take a hit on the arm, whoa! If you take a hit on the arm, god damn it, Bakugo, get up there, boy! No, block, 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 block!
Oh, it's because you're
I know, I'm getting there. Oh, he's grabbed me! Let go! Oh, I grabbed him! Oh, thank god! I was like, ah! Jesus! Oh, when he turns orange or gold, I can't do shit. Anyway, the combat that we did was like if you lose an arm, if you lose a leg, you have to tuck it or you have to kneel, right? That was kind of the system. There we go. And so I would let people take my arms, legs, and whatever else and get up real close when they think, okay, I'll just hit you on the head, and then I go, whap! And pop them in the gut, the head, and that was it.
Yeah, it's only me that can do that just because we do very, very well.
Yeah,
We're very toe-to-toe.
we are.
We can also, like, twin read each other's lines.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I'm like, I knew you were going to go for the left.
Uh-huh.
Like,
And I'm like, no.
I'm going to go for the right.
Kachan, you're so amazing.
I was about to say, God, John, you're so amazing. Woo!
Not a ship I'm here for.
Nah, I'm not for it. I'm not for it.
What's worse?
I got ships in this show. I got ships. They're personal preference.
Barely comfortable tolerating them as friends.
It's yeah. Oh, Sky High or UA, which to go to and who would win? I never watched Sky High, so I can't talk. I don't know. I clearly have a bias because I love this show and I have not seen Sky High.
So I guess UA.
So I guess UA is my opinion. Yeah. It was a kid, and they ended up helping someone win an election by landslide by manipulating the votes in an electronic voting location. Oh, you could definitely take power with that.
Realize your full potential on your own.
That's sneaky.
Your quirk, Russia.
Yeah.
You're still trying to imitate.
I've decided.
It's a joke because I actually kind of
Also,
like
love
should be
Russia.
planning how you can improve your
Yeah.
costumes, especially now that you understand your quirks better.
I like they've drawn
If
him
you
like
want
this, but
anything
with his mouth
changed,
closed.
head to the development studio for help.
Trust me, I'm talking.
Trust and obey. Toga. She's a creeper. Bing. Who are you gonna be now? Midoriya.
Okay, jeez.
I like her, but they overuse her titties.
I do not like her,
Oh.
and that's probably why.
Oh.
Anything that's a foil for something I don't like.
That's fair. I just like her outside of the titty joke.
I don't know what is about Mina. I don't like her. It's just she's definitely my least favorite. I just think she's probably too high energy and her vocal pitch is not realistic, so I don't know anything.
Well, I feel like that's fair.
No one who's not fuller talks like that.
I feel like with Mina, like she has.
Oh, Gravity's my least favorite. But
Oh.
Mina's second to last, and I like all.
Yeah.
It's just in order.
Yeah, of all the girls, Uravity is my least favorite, for sure.
Same thing. It's an infantile. vocal
Yeah.
pitch. Her powers are cool. They don't write her doing things she could totally do.
Yeah, there's not one I dislike except for Mineta.
I don't like her. She's the only thing I dislike.
I'm just saying, like, in 1A. In 1A, literally, Mineta's the only person I can't stand. Everybody else, I like. Pretty solid. Would be super sad if they died.
Yeah.
If Mineta died, I'd be like, and?
Well, I guess that one guy who you always get mad because I say he's an extra. I would be.
Which
fine.
one?
Tail.
He's not an extra, Ojiro.
Literally an extra.
He's not.
It's fine. It's just there's not been enough camera time.
They
for me
didn't
to,
give him a
like,
whole lot of
really
screen
care if
time.
he dies.
What is happening to Midoriya? Why is he losing his nog?
He's probably about to see the people.
The peeps.
A good designer doesn't get weighed down by common
Okay.
sense. I try out new things every day.
I'm not sure how I remember that after so many years and I haven't watched it. I think the first time I was introduced to Zachary Quinto. I've heard he was really good in that show.
4 days after visiting the development
Heroes.
studio, I was back at Gym Gamma.
The only thing I know about Heroes is Dwight Schrute talking about it, and hilariously, even though it's Dwight, if he talks about it, I usually like the thing he's talking about. So I was like, I should probably watch Heroes.
That's true.
Tail is literally an extra. I forget he exists.
Thank you, Shadow.
But he's so manly!
No. What?
He uses,
Wait. Was the argument that he's useless? No. But is he an actual, by definition, extra who they never really introduced? Yes.
But you're about to get kicked in the ass by a no move. Pay attention.
Lore TikTok to even know his name.
Ojiro is his name. Thank you. And his
You're on
quirk,
Lore TikTok.
tail.
Case in point.
No, his quirk is tail. And let me tell you something. He does things by his own skill. And I appreciate that about him. It's all talent and skill and
They're
hard
all
work.
talent and skill and hard work.
No,
What are you talking
Uravity
about?
can pop a cannon. Wait, no, Uravity. Yeah, Yorozu can pop a cannon out of her ass crack if she chooses. A full cannon that can shoot people.
Which one's black again?
Tail has tail, and he is so good at what he does, despite the fact that he has tail. It's R1.
The thing is, we haven't actually seen enough of him to know if he's that good at what he does. You're just assuming. 'cause you
Every
like him.
time he's there, he does good at what he does. Every time.
The one time?
The one time.
Yeah.
But he's so good.
What does he do? Kind of fight someone?
You got a plus
in
ultra
a
if you
tight
want it.
space.
I like Ojiro. I think he's great.
I didn't say I don't like him. Just no opinion and no evidence to make one.
He was good in that. I think they make you hate him, but I think he changed later on. Okay, for Zachary Quinto. I've never disliked Zachary in anything I've seen him in. He's nice. Mineta is more relevant of a character than Tail. I hate
sad
that,
but
but it is a
true.
little bit true.
Yeah.
I just don't like that, so I refuse it. Does that make sense? I decline. Dude. Oh.
Souls. Hatsune suggested them, and I think they'll really up my game.
They did, bud. Spoiler alert.
Showing me how to use my legs better, so my fighting style has changed. Looks like other
He's
people
so
improved their
cute.
costumes too.
You're not the only one here with a brand
Apparently,
new style.
by the way, I was going to tell you this earlier. The Kirishima's, he decided to use the thing around his face for the reason that I said, which was to make sure that he didn't get knocked out. But it was also to make sure that he didn't break his nose, because he takes a lot of hits in the face. So it goes over his nose to make sure that it doesn't break his nose.
Does his nose not harden?
It does, but like, you know, sometimes he hardens parts of his body and then others, you know what I mean, it happens. But he did that to make sure that his nose was strong, because it's still squishy, kind of. But the thing is, in the actual manga, like, description of all of his gear, it was like, but this easily breaks, so I don't know why he bothers. Because every time it just breaks off. Every fight, it breaks off.
Great.
It was to protect his nose and chin, but it literally is, like,
Look,
shattered every
obviously, I
time by his
love
own
All
quirk.
Might, and I would die for All Might, but I would, like, slaughter myself for Noodle Might. Tiny Might is everything.
Tiny Might is so cute. Can I just say though, right? In the
Ugh, I'm
movie,
not playing with these people.
in the movie, oh, I hate this kid. In the movie, I hate this kid. I don't want to fight no Kirishima and Denki.
You
Anyway,
wanna fight Kirishima?
no, because I'm gonna
You're
turn
gonna
him into
fight as
mush.
Kirishima.
Yeah. Imagine designing your costume as a teenager and you're stuck with it for life, right?
The amount of times I crossed my mind watching that show.
Yeah, because Midoriya would show up in a PJ set.
We're going with a onesie. Is there a butt flap? Project
It's so
to when you're
funny.
40 and you have a butt flap.
Okay,
Midoriya.
but with All Might, what I was saying is, in the movie, right, on the one on the island, they have this awesome epic fight. They like share all for one. Midoriya and Bakugo share all for one. It's so fucking epic. And then fucking All Might comes in clutch at the end, literally just to like be like, "Oh, young Midoriya, you're so proud or strong, and you're becoming such a hero, right?"
Yeah.
As he's basically sitting on top of Bakugo, who is passed out, like doesn't bother giving him first aid, checking on him. He's literally like half sitting on Bakugo, being like, "Oh, Midoriya, you've come so far," and I'm like, that kid needs an ambulance.
That movie was pretty good, but they did overkill the All Might Deku stuff. Because in the show, yeah, there's obvious favoritism, but it's like reasonable. It's not, you know, he still helps the rest of the class. In that movie, that happens, and he's like, somebody's like, "Oh, thank you so much," and he's like, "You don't have me to thank. You have my random niece and Deku," and they literally pan over the mountain to the whole class still cleaning up.
And bleeding.
You have like 12 other people to thank.
Yes!
Actually.
And not only that, like, Tokoyami literally almost died in that movie. He got crushed. Oh my god, I hate this guy. I hate him. Loser.
I hate everyone. I hate both of these people. Well, hate to neutral.
Oh wait, that's the asshole.
Yeah.
That's the asshole.
Yeah.
I don't like the. I don't like any of these people.
What a waste of my time.
You're a
All
waste
about
of my
his
time.
suit
You are
is
correct.
He could zipline at any time.
Capes, yes or no? The answer is
No.
butt capes, because Kirishima's got a butt cape. But otherwise, no.
Flap. It's not a cape.
Flaps, not capes. This is my butt cape.
How about you? Do you want a butt cape, Shadow?
It protects my cheeks.
Maybe that's what. I'm going off Midoriya's butt flap like he has one. It's just a onesie joke that I've taken further than is realistic, but maybe that's what he meant.
Maybe. I do not like this character. I don't like either of these characters, and I am forced to play them, and it is annoying.
Anyone who fights, and we've fought these people with their hands behind their back like that, one, instantly able
Instantly
to
kill,
kill them.
yeah.
Instant kill. You know everything about them the second they stand that way.
Yeah.
And two,
Ouch!
like, unfounded pompous.
KO! Yeah,
They're like, come
Yeah.
get me, and you're like, okay.
I had a kid one time challenge me to a duel because he got his feelings hurt. And I was like, alright. So then we went over there and he was like belittling me about shit. And was like, you're a girl, you can't fight me.
By the way, a student. You were way fucking older than that guy.
No, I wasn't at the time.
Were you
We were
not?
we
talking later
equals.
then, right?
We were equals. But he challenged. We are. He challenged me to a duel when I was like 15, because he was like, if you're so good, you know, basically, like, you're gonna have to prove it. I was like, is this an anime right now? He gave me the whole, if you're a girl, like, you're a girl, so you really don't have the speed and ability to actually beat me, right? And I was like, okay. He's like, I've done fencing before. I was like, alright, well, I've been here a long time, and I always win. And he's like, okay. So we fought.
And why don't you bring your fencing ass up to my broadsword and see what happens?
We fought. And I beat him fair and square.
And hard.
But he did not take the hit. Meaning, I watched my teacher watch him get hit in the head and not take the hit. And he gave me a nod that said, you won. But he didn't call the match because that kid hadn't called it. And we operated off of a chivalry code.
Which is bullshit. If I were a teacher, I'd be like, not only did you lose, you're sitting out the rest
Agreed,
of class.
agreed. But that's not how that worked.
Oh, it's so hot.
We operated off of chivalry, so if you didn't call it, that meant that the teacher knew that you were a dick, but that we would just let you behave like an asshole and know that you were not going to get privileges. So I got, the end of that fight happened. It was a draw. I won. And we literally fought until both of us were tired.
I also remember you got him a few times.
I got him a few times. I got him 2 or 3 times.
Chest once, I remember.
I got his
I
head.
was like, at one point, I was telling him, like, you're hit in the
Yeah.
chest, and he was just ignoring it. I did not operate on chivalry. I don't. You either win or you lose.
Yeah. Anyway, and he never fought me again.
He didn't come that much long after that.
Yeah.
For a handful of months
I was
after
like,
that.
bye, bitch.
He was the worst, though. I really hated him.
I didn't win every fight after that or anything, but that is my favorite fight because I was just like, nah, man, and it was true.
My favorite one was they had a line of teachers, and it was like the first day of Florentine, which is dual swords. And one of our teachers was how tall? 6'3".
Who?
I've got to find everyone, or at least
Yeah, at least 6'3" or 4.
Something like that.
He's a big
and then
boy.
We had a guy who literally his actual height was 6'8".
Yeah.
Big old, cool dude.
There.
Line of teachers. My, at the time, like 5'1", 13-year-old ass was like, everyone was getting their self-slaughtered because no one strategized. And
Yeah.
So if you strategize, it doesn't matter that they're tall.
No.
And so I walked up to them both, and we fought them all at one time. I walked up to them both and sat down. Because they're so tall. They literally missed my head, and I knocked both their legs out and got both of their heads in like 10 minutes. That was one of my very favorite fights.
That's awesome.
What the hell?
Well, her whole thing is hypersexualized.
Yeah, and who even wrote that?
I'm with you. It's dumb as shit. Oh my god! She's huge.
Also, isn't she a student?
Yeah.
So
It's gross. I'm with you.
you don't see them zooming in on the millions of dicks.
So chaps in a butt cape. Yeah. Yes. Parachute pants and a butt cape. If I had a teleporting power, maybe, yeah, I could remove it and have a marker on it. Why not small objects that you can discreetly hide around for temporary locations? That's also true. Not bad. Make that addition. Capes go whoosh. What do you think Hagakure looks like? They said what she looks like and I forgot. It was some hilarious comparison. But I think she's blonde. I don't know why, but I just think Hagakure is blonde. Oh, you have a plus ultra. So does she, apparently. Oh. Rescue hero! Oh. Isn't she technically Toga in this?
Yeah.
Because Toga took her form and that's why she had to retake her test. So I don't know why she has all the powers of this person. But whatever. Whatever! Yeah, I think Hagakure is blonde and I think... I don't know. I just had a mental image of her immediately. I don't know why. What do you guys think she looks like? But her whole family's invisible. I just now read the manga through and I was like, oh my god. Her whole family's invisible. Just block, kid. Just block.
I've got to make sure I don't get taken out.
I mean, that is the goal, Midoriya. You're right. You're right. Gotta make sure I don't die. That is a thing that I will do. I love Midoriya, though. I've been very frustrated with him in the manga lately, but it's alright. I'm over it. I just needed to get it out of my system. I would have a very hard time voicing somebody like this in an anime. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would be so angry that I was being sexualized that I'd have a very hard time voicing that. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take whatever I can get, but I just don't like it. I don't like it.
I tracked you down because there's a good possibility that UA students will be ganged up on. I wanted the chance to talk. UA is such a prestigious school, and I've taken an interest in you.
Why?
That was close.
I'm a goblin.
Oh, you think my quirk lets me disappear?
Is it my freckles?
That's not it. I was just hiding.
I do like
It's
freckles.
just
They're
a
real cute.
technique. One that lets me become invisible to any of my opponents.
Any of my opponents.
You learned a technique that
Put a
impressive that
sexy
you can't
edge
sue?
on it because my titties are hanging out.
I hold my breath, clear my mind, and disappear.
I would not
It's
take those
simple.
parts.
The hardest part is
I am
not
not judging the voice actress. I'm saying that that sucks.
No, I'm not either.
Training
I'm
is some
just
kind
saying
of chore.
overall.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible.
It sucks.
Almost got me.
We need a nullify quirk so we can see our invisible girl. Yeah! They need to shoot her with the temporary bullet. That makes
That's the
that
problem,
fades
though,
out.
right? So she is a mutant.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, Aizawa can't even turn it off.
I guess that's true, yeah, because
It's
she
like
never
Tokuyama, like,
appears.
he's always gonna be a bird.
Yeah. Because her family is invisible as well, so that makes sense. Yeah, I guess we could never see her. Weird. How on earth did her mother give birth? An invisible woman giving birth to an invisible child.
Invisible people see other invisible people.
Here's what I would do. I would like lay her and like put a heat signature thing over the top of her so I could see her figure and see the figure of the baby. Because otherwise, how would you be able to see? That's too much.
The hooded onesie, so you can see the whole little body.
Yeah.
Tinking around the house or whatever.
Well, I'm just saying, no, like if you're a doctor trying to help this pregnant
Oh,
woman
shoot, you're
that is
right.
invisible give birth, you'd have to like literally put a heat signature thing camera
Yeah,
on
like,
her.
If she gets wounded, will you still see blood?
That's what I'm saying. We would never know if a guy got killed. She just would
They might
disappear.
have been weakened at birding her for season.
Because they would never know, and then they couldn't find her. Because she just takes off all her clothes. Even her gloves most of the time, so she can be incognito. She'd just be dead and they'd never find her.
I chose to fight and
So
save
sad.
someone, but at the cost of my arms. If I had only been faster,
Can they see themselves?
been able to get Koda to Mr. Aizawa
Do you
sooner.
think there's a population of nudist invisible people who just mess around quietly? Probably.
Child was never taken.
Yeah, she can see herself. She's talked about it before. Uh-huh.
One at the warehouse.
Oh, Chaco.
Others, you have to be
The
able to
most
take care of
unrealistic
yourself.
save of the entire series
Until my body is able to
is
catch up to my
Midoriya
body, I
and
won't
Ochako
lose
in the
my
first
100%.
test. Because ever since then, she has needed absolutely no help. And she didn't need help in the test, but Midoriya risked his ass to help a girl not get crushed
That's not
from
true.
falling
We're outnumbered,
that literally uses gravity.
but be
Yeah.
honest.
It was the most ridiculous save I've
So
ever
stupid.
seen in my life. I was like, she floats, man.
Also,
She's gonna be okay.
Something else while
And
we're
use
on
it
the
to make
things that
herself
pisses
float
us
without
off about
getting sick.
Ochako and the way
But
that
you
she...
haven't tried
Two
to use
things,
that power
actually.
at all.
Yeah.
One,
Even
I
though
will
you were in
never
danger.
forgive...
And even more
Like,
suspicious,
Aizawa's
you
my
exposed
world, but I will
yourself
still
to
never forgive him. They're in the middle of a tournament against Bakugo. The only reason Bakugo won is because Aizawa picked up a microphone and said, "Everyone, she's fooling you. Look at her trick."
It's so
Before
unfair.
she did it, if he had shut his gob,
Yeah.
she would have won.
Yeah,
Which is
there's a good
frustrating.
fucking chance.
Or at least had a very cool death. Instead, he was like, "Spoiler alert, let me blow her cover."
Yeah, it's not
Angry.
fair.
So the plot armor bullshit. And then the second thing is in the manga when she was like, "I don't know if I can hover this entire like Why would she be like all grit fighting Bakugo and all of a sudden?
I
no
don't know.
confidence? It's weird.
It doesn't make sense. I forgot how to do plus ultra.
Triangle R1.
Triangle R1?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Dang.
That's what happened to Bakugo.
Yeah.
I hate fighting with Ochako too in both of these games. She's so floaty, I never know where she's going.
That's what Mia was. But dancing.
I was blocking that, you whore!
How come everyone's fighting the same girl?
Because it's the test.
She's
Well, it's from the scene where, like, she shows up and Ochako's like, who the fuck is this? And then, yeah. No! Whore! Slag! I never slut shame, but I'm slut shaming today. Hey, I was blocking that, you absolute whore! I am holding down the guard button as we speak. Beat her ass, Ochako! I'm gonna die this round. I've got a sliver, but I want to go out with I want to go out with chivalry! What?
Hold down R1.
I am, but I'm also kicking her ass. Why am I holding down R1?
You can hold it down and fight. And go for it. So you take less blows.
Oh, cool. Ooh. She walks around like a prissy motherfucker. I was holding R1! Ugh! And she had a BB bar left. Just a baby bar. I cannot. I hate her so much. I don't even like her in the show, if I'm honest with you. She spends her whole time doing exactly that. I have titties. Yeah, because she helped Bakugo and Todoroki build a slide for children.
She was there?
Yeah. She was taking the test too, remember? She fucked up because
literally do not remember.
Toga replaced her in the test, so she didn't get evaluated properly. I cannot wait to not look at her ass again. I am like trying to kill her so I never have to look at her ass again. With a booty of time to spare. In which hole? How many times? Whee! That's right, Uravity. Beat her ass. Beat her entire ass. Ooh. Oh, she made her float and then beat her ass. What a smart babe. No, but I've heard it's very good. I've heard it's a very good. Part of the reason I haven't watched it though is because I don't like the animation style. It's a big no-no for me. Like, the story might be epic, but if I can't stand the animation, I can't do it. Excuse me. I'll actually give it a try at some point. Here you go. Because I know it's very good, but I do not like it. Toga! Get the fuck out of Dodge. Nobody likes you. I mean, I'm all about free the nipple, but not that way. Not like this. Not like this. Toga. As her. Which is also super unfair, because that's just... a lot of problems. Yeah, there's a lot of problems to unpack there. Is One Punch Man good? Am I crazy? That's what I've been told. Bakugo. He's fun. If anything happens to him, I will riot. I will burn this world to the ground. It's great. Poor Hiroshima's a noodle man. He's just a doughboy. It's so gross. I would never sleep again. Just a meatball.
I like that it still has little hair.
I know. It was so gelled that they couldn't take it out.
How do you...
Ugh, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Imagine someone has unlimited power gained by minimal effort and struggles to find meaning in a world of heroes and villains. Also, unlimited power doesn't pay the rent. That's also true. So he, like, can do anything he wants and doesn't have to try, and that's annoying to him. Like, life is just boring. I don't know if I like that or not, because I do love hard-earned stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Did you just blow your load?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
I didn't mean how it sounded, but like, it looked like his plus ultra move just went. I don't think it did. Okay. Well, you still don't have one, but. See, he just knocks him out of the park. Block, baby, and dodge! Ooh, right in the gut. God damn, Bakugo, that would hurt so bad. Don't tell me what to do!
Well, then succeed.
Oh, unlimited power doesn't pay the rent. That's very true. In this world, you would just get an agency, and that would pay your rent for having unlimited power.
Looks at his own score. Oh, man!
Spectacular! Encore!
Let's see that kid fight again!
Do you think his fashion designer father and model mother, like, saw his costume for the first time and went, God! What were you thinking? Have we taught you nothing?
I don't know.
Projectiles? What a nuisance.
What a nuisance.
I'll make you something more appealing.
More appealing, eh? Appealing.
I wasn't.
Meatball Bakugo.
Oh boy.
Just one angry eyeball.
They can go. I can't think of more.
I loved your idea of, like, eventually, inevitably, when I get another dog, calling it Bakugo.
Yes! You must.
Oh, I'm Denki. Alrighty.
Anybody, like any bad guy.
He can beat any bad guy with one punch, and he has grown frustrated with the fact that the challenge is gone. I can see that being really funny, though, if they do it right. It's just like, this is annoying. I don't know if I can admire somebody that just gets whatever they want, or like has unlimited power and like bops people with one punch. I don't know. Once again, though, I don't know the context really outside of what you've shared. It's comedic. Okay. I was gonna say, if it takes itself too seriously, I'm gonna be like, but it sounds hilarious.
Sounds very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
You're ignoring the test because you think you're superior? Are you insane?
That's the thing about Denki. Even though he's an idiot, he's a good friend. Like, he definitely backs up his peeps.
His little isms, his little sexism. Like he's 15.
He's a
like,
kid.
he'll grow out.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him. Not only that, but like he worked so hard in the band episodes, the band arc for Jiro, who they had very little screen time before. But he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure that the I do the best I can, because it's just nice. Jesus Christ, Denki. Oh, he's not an up close fighter. I'm an up close fighter. Get out of there, bud. All right, so I need to dodge away. Got it. I need to dodge and do things from afar. I understand. I understand. I understand, sort of.
So what are you people's all-time favorite animes and why? Like, pick one if you have to pick one.
Oh. What's yours? I mean, yeah, that's really good. What others, though? Like, if you... Top three. We'll do top three.
Top three, this... And we're not counting a mermaid like Avatar, right?
No.
So, this one's number one. Black Butler's number two.
Black Butler's pretty good.
Promise Neverland number three. I like small children in power.
Clearly.
I felt like one, you know.
Yeah.
Up.
That makes sense.
I like small, dark children in power.
Just... Where's my cookie? Mother, bring me my cookie. Yeah, it wasn't my best, but I'll take it.
Bakugo might seem like a total jerk on the surface, but he's trying hard to be a pro hero.
Yes.
Hiroshima is such a good dude that he rushed an enemy for his friends, even though it was a stupid thing to do.
He got straight up potatoed.
He did.
Be more aware of your place. You
Potato.
degenerates.
My top 3 anime.
You only know bits and pieces of info
We were
about
super
these
sheltered,
guys.
as you all know.
Don't insult them when you
So I haven't seen like a catalog of anime, but out of everything I've seen,
weird. Thanks.
it was so weird. Goddamn.
People get released.
Out of a catalog of anime that I've seen,
Long distance
my favorite anime is Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood.
That's pretty good too.
Brotherhood. Let me underscore that. Couldn't do the first one. I'm sorry. I know it's fan
Honestly,
favorite,
I'm
but
not playing her twice.
Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite. I have a tattoo on my back from Full Metal Alchemist, and I want to get it done better because it's in white and I got one in black. I have the Flamel on my back, but Ida. Sorry.
Favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop. Oh, my friend loves that one.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to watch it.
Same. Gurren Lagann and FMAB.
See, yeah, Fullmetal's really good too. It's probably my 4th.
Brotherhood is my favorite, followed by this. Actually, I really like My Hero. And God, what's the last one? I mean, I really like Black Butler and I really like Promised Neverland, but favorite? Okay, for sentimentality, not for story or quality. I like Bleach. Bleach was the first anime I actually watched all the way through. So for sentimentality only, I like Bleach a lot. But I'm really happy that they're remaking it because that filler art got real and I was so bored at the end there. It's just like, can we please do something other than just hit things with a sword?
I love these useless. So.
Sentimental reasons, Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Naruto's up there as well for that reason, but I just
Remember
couldn't
that
do
argument we had where you insisted that we didn't see his backstory?
it. We literally saw 10 seconds of his
The argument
backstory.
wasn't to which degree do we
It is.
experience his backstory. It was
Here's-
we have not gotten a flashback.
Here's the debate, right? Is it not true, chat? Is it not true? All 10 of you. Is it not true in an anime if there's a side character that has a goal to become stronger, that they actually show you at least 1 or 2 episodes of their full backstory, and they have a lot of fan attention, that typically that's a bad sign because those characters end up dying in anime. Is that not true? I would argue it's true.
So, Soul Eater.
Oh, that's another one.
Never seen that one. Interesting. My argument is that typically, possibly, in this world, every single one of them is trying to improve and get better.
Of course.
That's the whole plot. And pretty much every single one of them is pretty likely to get a backstory because they're trying to introduce you to a very large class with a writer who is admitted that he's bad at balancing characters and will likely use
All
that as
I'm
a foil
saying-
on talking to introduce. Oh, look, you care about them, and then he doesn't have to write that much more about them because that's called skilled lazy writing.
All I'm saying is, Neji. Wait, I didn't even get to fight. It was a video. Oh.
That bald guy won't stop.
Oh, but it's Todoroki. You gotta be Todoroki. That's your boy. The ending is bad in Soul Eater. I've never seen the full of Soul Eater. I saw a couple episodes because I used to go to Anime Club when I went to community college. And they were watching it, and I was halfway through and I had no idea what was going on. But the animation looked fun. And one that I would like to continue that Felix recommended is Blue Exorcist. Blue Exorcist?
Yeah.
It was good. I saw like the first 3 episodes. I liked it. I kind of want to pick it up again and finish it.
I can't help but hate
I don't know
One
how.
that I've watched one episode of it.
You've
It's pretty
changed
good.
a little bit since the first time.
Jujutsu Kaisen is
I want to try
fucking
this out
incredible.
too.
Doesn't matter.
So good. Oh my god, it's good.
Your father's eyes.
You have your father's eyes.
That's how genetics work. That's how genetics work. You probably have your daddy's eyes too.
Coin toss on the side character. I get that, but also Neji. That's all I'm saying. Neji. The argument is like, I'm afeared for Kirishima. That's why we were talking about this. I'm afeared for Kirishima because he is a literal human shield, which means he's gonna be taking the hits from here on out. That's his job, and I think he can successfully do that very well and not die. However, I'm concerned because I don't really see them killing Bakugo, and I don't really see them killing anybody else in the class for any reason in the plot, but I can see them killing Kirishima as a bolster to get Bakugo to fucking get it together a little bit. But, I mean, in the anime, they may not even need that, because in the manga, without spoiling anything, Bakugo kind of has gotten there recently without anybody dying, which is great. So
I wanted to see more Plus Ultra. Why did I have to win so fast?
I wanted to kick his ass. I wanted to kick his ass. Want to know an anime that offends me? Fairy Tail. I've never finished it. Can't do it. Every time a major victory breaks the rules of magic they set up for the power of friendship, and every bad guy gets to become friends. Even after crucifying innocents, they become a good guy. Oh no! I can't do that. Jujutsu Kaisen is probably my favorite. A crazy sake. Hi, welcome, and it's fantastic. And the art style is amazing. Literally, I could watch the intro all day. It is, like, so pretty. It's so pretty.
I, like, just started it. It's really, really good so far.
Yes.
And yes, Shadow. Kill Tail.
He's dead. Wait. Stop it. Ojiro is great. Leave him alone.
I don't really have that strong of an opinion, but I'm really enjoying your strong reaction, so I'm just gonna lean into
I
it.
love Ojiro. I mean, like, he's not my favorite, but I want him to succeed. I fear for Kirishima because if anybody in the class is to die, he'd be a great candidate to make everybody sad. However, and he also really, really mirrors a lot of Aizawa's friend that did not make it.
I disagree with that. He doesn't mirror him at all. They have drawing graphs that they follow to make sure people fit in.
I'm with you.
There
It's
are
a
3
cheap
people.
way to recycle animation so that they don't have to redraw.
Yes.
I totally agree with that. I also have watched stories where they did that on purpose. So I just want to know which direction we're going. Why do I have to be dumb people? Why do I get the dumb ones? Jesus. Question, ever heard of Beastars? It keeps popping up on my feed and I'm like, what is this? Zootopia anime. It's an anime Zootopia. Oh, well, there you go. But with actual murder and has students. Oh, high school students rather than adults. That is actually intriguing. I might actually watch that. What's going on? Thanks for the follow, a crazy sake. Welcome to the club. Yeah, I mean, it's weird enough that I might watch something like... It's on Netflix, right? I think that's where I keep seeing it. Or is it Hulu? I think it's Netflix. I can't remember. But yeah. Hatred is in your blood because you want to win a test. I do not like this kid. I do not like this kid. I didn't like him in the show. I didn't like him in the manga.
I've had 30 seconds of a conversation with you. Let me just decide I know literally everything and make sure it's all negative.
Right. Because you, like, brushed me off at the beginning of a test.
0% of him thought Endeavor, Flames, facial scar. Maybe he's the victim.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm fighting Gang Orca? Oh, wow, he is OP. Jesus.
He's got a clean flesh. We barely see him having such a wild power. We really haven't seen him that much.
I feel like he's, yeah.
Are going to right in time.
Yeah. Some of the Class B people got to participate in the war arc, so that's part of it. I mean, I'm sorry, not 1B, the school. Stop it! Whee! Which one is block? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he breaks people's guards. That's the interesting thing about this one. I don't like him, but he's pretty OP.
He's very good.
Alright. And a 1, and a 2, and away we go. Right in the crotch! Right in the crotch. I watched a season of Beastars. It was surprisingly good in my opinion. Okay, alright. I might give it a whirl. I work hours that are weird. Like, I do voiceover for 3 days, and then I do like my pay the bills job, and it's usually like it's work from home, and it's usually pretty slow, so I watch a lot of stuff in between, so I'll just add it to my list.
I can't believe it.
First episode, an herbivore student is murdered and eaten, and it causes tension between carnivores and herbivores. Also, the main character is a nice wolf boy whose club activity is being the key grip of a stage play. Netflix. That sounds really intriguing. It sounds like a Dimension 20 game is what it sounds like, and I love that. It sounds like something that I would watch on Dimension 20. A fire costume. Alright. Shoto Todoroki. Since 90% of the voice actors on My Hero are from Texas, it does make me laugh how they pronounce sometimes. I mean, like, Kirishima, you made fun of him forever because he'd be like, Bakugo! Bakugo! They either are from or live in Texas, and it does seep into your pores a little bit. It just does.
My pores are sealed.
It's my theory that a lot of good voice actors come from Texas because of the way that we yell and the growl in the voice, right? Because Troy Baker is from Texas, and that boy has some growl to his voice, and we all know how well he did in The Last of Us, and I just... This is a side asterisk to say how much I love Troy Baker, that's all. I want to see Shoto fight with his feet more. Can I just say? Because it was so fun to watch him fight with his feet in this, and I want to see him do that more. And breathe fire. Ah! And breathe ice. An anime, yeah, like
a log of ice to shoot out of
no,
his throat?
like Frost, you know, that would be so fun. An anime I watched but didn't honestly enjoy was Evangelion. Really, I've heard it's good, but I'm not. I like. It's complicated. I don't like mech anime very much. I can't get into like a emotional partnership between myself and a machine type thing unless it's Detroit Become Human. I can't do it. It's considered a classic, but I couldn't get into the main protagonist. I haven't tried it, but many people have told me to watch it, and I just don't. You do have a Plus Ultra, by the way, if you want it. Why in the plot line? Doesn't he finish the fight for them? No, he doesn't. Well, because they want Midoriya in this game as much as possible, because he's the protagonist. Beat his ass! Bingo, baby. KO, baby! Cowabunga! Ouch. Alright. Oh boy! Yeah. I'm starting to get it! I've never had it before!
Yeah, so here's the thing.
It's like when everybody's like, oh, Midoriya's going off on his own. Okay. Spoiler alert for the manga if you don't read the manga. Plug your ears for maybe 10 seconds.
I'll wave at you. To release you from your plugged ears.
Midoriya running away from the school and being a little bit of a ding-ding, right? Made me like... Everybody was freaking out about it, like, oh, is he gonna go dark? Is he gonna become a villain? Is he gonna blah, blah, blah? And I literally was sitting there like, 10 seconds. Give him 10 seconds of somebody being emotional at him, and he will come back. And lo and behold, I'm a genius.
Also, his, you guys can't keep up thing.
Yeah. You guys can't keep up.
He's never gotten first place in anything.
No.
So, that's really cute.
We trapped gang.
Okay, I wave to release the ears plugs.
If you want to get,
Part 2 of the exam.
give Eva a try, it's on Netflix. The ending didn't have enough of a budget, so they made a movie to explain the context for the last 2 episodes. Ew. I'll say it's definitely a subversion of the upbeat shonen mecha. Hey! Let's do an unpopular opinion time. Here's my unpopular opinion. Don't like... You're gonna get mad at me. I know this in advance. I don't like Firefly. I don't like it. I watched the entire series. I watched the movie. Do not like it. It is a bad show. It is groundbreaking. It is totally different. It is actual space cowboys, where Star Wars was like, haha, space samurai, but we're gonna pretend it's cowboys. Firefly has a cool concept with some very good actors, and Joss Whedon sucks. And I can't stand his directing style to the point where the entire show was ruined for me because I could tell that Joss Whedon was slapping his dick all over the storyline, and I hated it. What's your unpopular opinion? I hated it so much. I hated Firefly. I have seen the movie. The only part that I like in Firefly, and I mean only, is what's his face? The pilot. I love him so much. Dinosaur boy. That dies in the movie. I loved him, and then they killed him in the movie, and they didn't even give him like a send off. It was like he's impaled and they just move on, and I was like, how dare you? How dare you? I liked his wife too, but I hated it. I feel like Joss Whedon he pretends so hard to be a feminist, or he did. He doesn't give a shit anymore to pretend. But oh my God, Midoriya again. Tries so hard to be a feminist, and like he's like, well, I'm progressive because I made a sex worker a valid person that like chooses her own life and destiny and stuff. She wants to fuck the captain the entire time. That's her role. She's not independent. She started her own business in their ship. Okay. To fuck him. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. She's not a valid, strong character. Then they made the mechanic female character girly, right? Because why? I don't know. Because Winry's not girly. Anyway. And then the captain, the war hero chick, she's fantastic. She was phenomenal. But literally, the rest of the female characters were a waste of my goddamn time. And Nathan Fillion was amazing, because he's hilarious. And of course, Dinosaur Boy was hilarious. And if there was anyone else on that show, I forgot about them. Because I'm pretty sure there was a brunette guy, and I don't even remember his plot. Am I about to have to kick Bakugo's ass? Woo! Unpopular opinion. I don't find Konosuba funny. People I see tell me it's one of the funniest anime of all time, but like characters don't progress, and humor is the same every episode. I've never seen that or seen it advertised. I have no idea what you're talking about. Send me a link in the Discord of what on earth that anime is, because that is interesting. If you don't like Whedon, I guess you don't like Buffy. Never watched it, won't watch it. Won't do it. Joss Whedon touched it, I usually hate it. The only thing I ever watch of Joss Whedon these days is the original Avengers movie, and I hate Ultron. Hate it. Will not ever forgive him for what he did to Hawkeye. And that has been my TED Talk. Huh? Oh, well, that's not Joss Whedon. I'm saying Joss Whedon. Disney can go fuck a duck, but
Started that.
yeah, he started. Yeah, what he did to Black Widow in Ultron was fucking ridiculous, and she would never, ever, ever do anything in that movie that she did in that movie. She also would do nothing in her own movie that she did in her own movie. So
Unwatchable thing I've ever watched. If you put a gun in my if you made me choose between forever having to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action version, and Black Widow, I would choose Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action, and they're both garbage.
The only part that was even remotely sort of like Black Widow, here you go, friend. In that Black Widow movie, without spoiling the movie for people that give a shit, is the first 15 minutes, the montage. That's the only part that's accurate. The rest of that film is garbage. It's garbage. Let's be nice to the child traffickers. Let's be nice to them because they have funny Russian accents. Let's forgive them.
You don't get it. They're funny now.
Yeah, they're funny, right?
Actively gaslighting in the script.
Yeah.
But it's funny, right?
It's terrible. It was a horrible movie and I hated it.
It was so poor. I told my kids it was like giving a Hallmark writer the chance to write action. And boy, did they write a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Obsessing.
Yeah, it's just, I'm not going to go into it because I know some people haven't seen it yet, but oh my god, it was terrible. I laughed out loud a couple times, I'm not going to lie to you. Honestly, that's fair. Thank you. I appreciate that. I literally could not take how out of character and feminine they made her. A mom esque sister vibe is never who Natasha was in the comics, and I literally was
Aggravating 'cause
repulsed.
There's obviously nothing wrong with hyperfemininity.
Not
but
at all.
You are then overriding existing characters like that, like the original Wasp was actually very.
The original Wasp is a girly girl, man. In the comics, she's a girly girl. Natasha's not.
Let people be what they are, please.
Natasha considers murder an art, but all of a sudden she doesn't want to be an assassin anymore, doesn't want that as her legacy. Ha ha! That's what I have to say to that. Okay, sure.
And Yelena's whole thing in life is not being able to get close to living up to being Black Widow.
Right.
And suddenly they're like, and
Buddy,
you're
buddy.
the best assassin.
In order to make
Bitch, where?
Yeah.
surpass the expectations.
And oh, Natasha's so safe. What a safe driver. What a
You're
safe...
stealing a car. Bitch, you're a Russian assassin. You don't care. Oh.
You've purposefully blown up both Hawkeye and the Winter Soldier to, like, make an escape look realistic.
She once got bored
You
and
poisoned
Hawkeye
Clint.
for
Yeah.
fun.
To test it and make sure it worked. And he just took it because he's Clint.
He actually didn't know once.
It's just so bad. I cannot. I'm looking forward to Shang-Chi, though. Hopefully it's good.
The actor is absolutely wonderful, too.
Yeah. I like him so much.
You said you had
Kachan.
something to tell me.
Ooh.
I couldn't hear it very well, so it sounded like, Kachan, you said something, tummy.
You got this, man. Did you see the Spider-Man trailer? I did. I'm excited. I'm excited.
But I heard what you
That
said.
Doc Ock, though. Man, I'm old. That's how I feel. I feel elderly.
Young Midoriya was powerless.
Yeah, do give us your take on this. Are you guys excited for the trailer?
I knew you were strong.
I'm excited just because I
You were
like the
someone who could
nostalgia.
already fight.
Disney knows
So
that
I
nostalgia
decided
is
he
crack
should have the chance to stand
for its
already.
customers, and so they feed it to us
Now you
in
know I'm weak too.
shovelfuls. Didn't work with Star Wars, but it might work with Spider-Man.
Strong as possible.
I would kind of like to see Tobey Maguire again.
I'm not good
He's
enough.
just a classic. He's his own thing.
This is
This is the moment I liked Bakugo, by the way.
I was
This changed
going
it
to
all
lose
for
my
me.
power.
Like, I started liking him when they rescued him, but then this really, like,
That blind
made
me.
me feel like he was a human, and I was like, alright.
apologize.
He's now in my pocket. I like this
I
game.
missed what was important.
I forget you are children.
You boys are just kids. Young Midoriya
Me
lives
too.
up to
Was
your
very
strength,
excited when I
you
saw
know
Doc
that.
Ock. Yes!
And I believe that's why you've
I'm wanting to
always
say, didn't they,
feared
like,
his heart
say
and
early
spirit,
on that they
young
cast
Bakugo.
Tobey Maguire and potentially Andrew
Now that you've
Garfield?
laid your feelings out on
Like,
the
they're gonna
table,
hop through timelines of
maybe
different
we'll
Spider-Man?
understand each other.
I really want Miles Morales in this
If
movie.
you have
I don't know if they're
mutual
gonna actually,
respect
like,
and focus
ever
on
breach
making
that,
one another
but I want
stronger,
Miles.
you'll be
I
unstoppable.
haven't been excited for Marvel since I finished Endgame. I don't count Spider-Verse because it's from a different cinematic universe. I haven't honestly either, but I really, really
Deku.
like the original 6 Avengers. So to me it was like, okay, like their time is up, so now we're gonna have a bunch of side stories, and that's how I view it. It's not side stories, but I just don't care as much about those heroes.
Beat you.
But that being said, if they tell good stories, I'm still gonna be excited about it.
So talk.
But,
Who knows about
yeah.
you two?
Yeah.
You don't want this to get out.
Spider-Verse is art. That's not even a film, that's art. It was so
I
good.
won't tell anyone what's going on.
I love Bakugo! Jeez.
And so
He's a
all
good
night,
bean.
Kachan the whole story,
He's a good bean!
truth behind
A
one
good
fall,
bean!
about how he used that power to become the symbol
excited.
of peace. How he
Oh my
was
god.
gravely injured, which limited his strength. And finally, how he chose his success.
I really hope this anime doesn't pull it. There can only be one between Bakugo and Midoriya because they will kill Bakugo if that's the case. Don't do that shit.
But I'm afraid it must be done.
I hope everyone
Thank you.
lives.
Mm-hmm.
And this part only because it'd be a beautiful story.
This
not
doesn't
because I
change
think
what I
it's
have
Midoriya,
to
I love
do.
Midoriya.
Yeah.
But I
Gonna
do think it'd
end
be
up
very
the
like
number one hero,
cinematically
no matter
cool
what.
for him to
But
like
Deku, things
go
aren't
like
gonna be the
beyond
same from
plus
now
ultra
on.
Yeah.
and obviously win,
I won't
but it
stop
drained him
until I'm the
into
most powerful.
Aww, that would be kind of
And then he was
cinematic.
like, yeah, I
Even
was
if you
both.
are
I
the
am both
chosen
Fergus
one.
and the number one.
And the
hero.
number
My
one
time is
hero.
up, and now it's Bakugo or whatever.
I don't think he'd be
Or,
able
you
to
know,
give it to Bakugo based
So
on the
no,
manga
no,
at
no,
this
not
point.
give it to
Between
Oh,
just
I
mean,
see.
no, you don't need one for all to be.
The number one hero. Clearly, because
It
Endeavor's a
felt
piece
like
of
my
trash.
relationship with Kachan
And he's the
changed.
number one hero.
Exactly.
We were like
Oh my god.
rivals.
I thought that's what they were going to do. Of course, the memes of that have been posted all over. Oh yeah, for sure. Nothing in cinematic history will make me feel quite like Tobey Maguire in full emo Spider-Man, where Peter Parker walking down the street. I mean, it's atrocious in the best conceivable way. It is peak cinema garbage, and nothing will compare to me. Hey, Tamajiki! Or Kamajiki. Kamajiki? Tamajiki. Either way. Soul Eater! Sun Eater! I hate potatoes. Him, I love him. Spider-Verse is better than every Marvel film since Iron Man. Fight me. I mean, in quality, I agree with you. It was its own baby boy, for sure. It was quite lovely.
Come on,
Amajiki. I just slapped a consonant on it. I shouldn't have done that.
You know, even though you're human. Get what I mean? This is our kitten, Tamaki Amajiki. And
God, he's so
Tamaki,
cute.
Rehado.
I like her upbeatness because she doesn't seem like... She seems actually confident. Like, she doesn't seem like, I'm here to be with a pair of tits. Like, I feel like she could actually participate, and I appreciate that of her. Random... Hang on.
She's got blue hair. Doesn't that mean based on your theory she's bad?
No, it's, like I said, it's a 50-50 with blue hair, in my theory. She's on the good side. Mirio is another one of those that's like in my pocket. I love that boy. He's nonsense. Random ass fact for you. There's a tree in Georgia that legally owns itself. Please link that in the Discord. Link that in the Discord. I need to know more about this tree. What the hell? Just have Bakugo go all Sasuke. Imagine. And since we're talking Disney and anime, thoughts on Umbrella Saber and the anime Star Wars? What is Umbrella Saber? I don't know about Umbrella Saber, but the anime Star Wars I am not a fan of, if I'm honest with you.
Umbrella Saber sounds like a really cool quirk.
It does. I really wanted to be, and once again, like, my opinions are my opinions. If you guys are like, oh, I'm so excited for the Star Wars anime, more power to you. I don't think people are dumb for their opinions. You may think I'm dumb for my opinions, but I accept that. I just like being honest. So if ever my opinions are not yours, know that I'm not sitting there going, you're a dumb asshole. I'm fine with that. Regardless, past my rambling, I didn't like the trailer for Visions. I had no idea what was going on. I did not like the art style, actually. I felt no emotion. Okay. Felt no emotional connection to any of the people they showed. I felt like it was Disney leaning hard on the samurai origins. And once again, just like dancing on the grave of the extended universe that I love so much. So I just can't do it. Like, I love the EU, and everything that they do just pushes the whole canon farther and farther away from the EU. And I hate that, so I just couldn't do it. You have a full soldier if you want it. He's sparkling. Why is he sparkling?
I don't know. He's not doing anything. Here we go.
R1 and triangle? There we go.
There we go, sir.
Power!
Oh, nice, dude. Wow.
Look at him go. Bonking Midoriya.
I want this suit, but as
Didn't you see the lightsaber that came out an umbrella? Like an umbrella with multiple blades on the end? Yeah, that's part of it too. Like, what the hell? I just can't with Disney and Star Wars anymore. They have to really shake it up and make me care. I'll watch Mando, because I really enjoy Mando. I watch Bad Batch, sort of. I forget about it if I'm honest with you, but it's still good. And when Ahsoka comes out, I'll definitely watch that. And 100% the Obi-Wan show. Give me that Obi-Wan show. That's really what I'm excited about. But yeah, I didn't like the anime trailer that much.
He teleports or slips.
What did you guys think about it?
I can't figure it out.
Excuse me. It's not a stream without me either burping or hiccuping at least once.
we're on thrice.
I got a little Rick Sanchez going on. He's still gonna get arrested for public indecency one day. It's gonna happen. Oops, I'm accidentally naked in front of
Wait,
children.
Well, I start by sinking deep underground. falling
Just
through
Google
matter.
umbrella
Then I
lightsaber.
release my quirk. Apparently, things with mass can't overlap. That's called physics. So
That's
I
called
propel
physics.
upward. Think of it this way. The ground spits me out, and I fly up into the air. That's how my warp works. By adjusting the direction I'm facing or the pose I'm holding, I can change the angle I come out at. Sort of like aiming.
You're able to avoid any attacks, but you can move where you want in an instant? Wow, you were born with a really strong quirk.
Not true. My power's only strong because I made it that way. While my quirk's activated, my lungs can't take in oxygen. In the same
That
way
really
my
scares
eardrums
me
don't
for him
work,
in the future,
and light
but
can't pass through my retinas. I can go through matter but can't feel it. But thanks to training and experience, I learned to predict what would happen.
I put it in the
next.
Discord. In anime.
In our
Oh.
work studies, we're treated as a sidekick or even a pro.
Ew! What the actual fuck? Ew!
That's why I think they're worth it, even if you're
I'm
scared.
physically repulsed. Physically. Why does Disney think the more lightsabers you have coming out of one stick is better? Why? It's ugly. It's so ugly. I can't comprehend it. I can't. Oh my god. Jeez. Money is only useful when you get rid of it. Also true.
That's some big brain theorizing right there.
Why am I always Midori?
You need to write a book called Big Brain Budgeting. That's one page. And
Big
it just
Brain
says
Budgeting.
that.
It's like How I Managed Michael Scott. Just like that's that one line in the book.
Somehow I managed.
Wait, lightsabers coming out like out a dick? Kind of. That is disgusting. I literally cannot physically stomach that. It is giving me the GBs. I hate that. It spins, makes those hover Inquisitor blades to shame. I can't say it exactly makes sense, Umbrella Saber, but I thought the clip was cool. You are perfectly entitled to your opinion. Here's part of it, right? We've done over 10 years of stunt coordination and weapons training, and we know like sword choreography. And also, I've been hit. Yeah, I've been hit with a sword before, and I've used a bunch of different kinds of swords. When Kylo Ren's lightsaber came out, I was like, he's cutting his wrist. He's cutting his hand off. He's cutting his hand off.
We were all like, oh!
We were all like, ah! You're gonna cut your hand off. You know how many scars I have from doing this? Literally just this motion with a sword because the handle, the little Quillian catches. Not the Quillian. The Quillian? No, because the Quillian. Quillian catches your arm up here because if you're tight-wristed and you're flexible, right, it goes ding and it catches your arm.
Yeah, if you do saber fighting with anything that has a Quillian or a guard, then I used to do that a lot, and especially with my first sword. Now I wisened up and I made a custom one that doesn't do this, but I used to bleed every time I fought. Like my wrist would cut open every time I fought. I didn't care. But if you have a lightsaber, you care.
I don't know why he has a hand. Maybe he doesn't. He never takes it off. Well, I guess we did see him shirtless. Oh, his moves are intense. Oh my god! I forgot I can snake.
I don't know though, it would be pretty cool if they could pull off this umbrella saber in a really cool manner. The guy should call himself the Chimney Sweep.
Oh, sorry, Lemillion. Here's a kick! I'm gonna kick your butt.
Super agree.
Oh. I'm just thinking, like, it becomes unruly, right? A double-sided lightsaber makes sense. It's the same principle as a pole, fighting with a bow staff or like a short spear. Same principle, can do, right? Sorry, Lemillion, I love you! I love you!
Dooku's curve grip, I also hate. It's not unrealistic.
Yeah, it's not. It's a fencing style, but I hate it. Bubbles are rain in negative. Your teeth are warm.
Ew. Now I don't want to have teeth anymore.
I was excited for Kylo's blade until I saw the crossguard was literally functionless as they made the exhaust stick out of the side guard on the top, so the intended use of the crossguard is literally a flaw in the design of the blade. Yeah, I also agree. Falling asleep in the car while someone else is driving is the ultimate expression of trust. It's true. I feel so cozy.
You all week just to see
Just like,
wait,
I got to tell Unlikely.
Breaks out a notebook.
Gotta tell events. Why are my teeth warm? You see, crazy. Zach comes in clutch every week with nonsensical, very true facts. Just because I can't stand them and I love them.
I rarely comment. I always just sit there and read those.
It's so funny. Oh, all right. Well,
I cannot see past this freaking ring light.
I'm sorry. Here's what here's my thing, right? I just want to play Kirishima. Once.
I know.
One time.
Google
I've played Denki twice. I want to play Kirishima.
Yeah, why aren't they?
I don't know. But clearly with Night Eye's agency, like, he's got to be coming up, right? He almost died in this arc. Like, let me play him, please. Yeah, right? I'm gonna literally lose my shit. I want to go to bed. Like, it's almost 10:15. I want to start getting ready to wind down, but I will not quit until I play Kirishima. Even if it has to be dual mode, I'll do it in dual mode.
Funny wasn't my thing. The only thing I could do was an impersonation.
Do you want to stop real quick?
Something I practiced countless
No, because I
times
feel
in
like it's
front of my
coming.
mirror at home.
It's got to be coming. It's got to be. Aw, Night Eye. Have you ever thought that you could be standing in a place where a dinosaur defecated millions of years ago?
I can honestly say all the time. All the time.
Really?
Yeah. Or like anything.
Yeah.
Like a dinosaur could have done any number of things, or be beneath me right now.
Yeah, that's true.
What if one was born here? I really love
The birthplace of a
dinosaurs.
dino. Oh my god.
Or like, someone could have peed in these woods. Ew.
Hate to tell you, animals pee in these woods every
They're
day.
allowed to. It's the disturbance level, not disturbance.
Oh, I see. Where I live right now, I don't know if it was Cherokee or Cree. I don't think it was Cree. They're too far north. What?
If you want to work as a hero under my guidance, then
There are probably people that are allergic to dinosaurs, but they'll never know. Do they have dander though? They're scaly.
I want to see that allergy test. Pterodactyls.
I suppose some of them had feathers, but right? It's mainly the Velociraptor. Night Eye looks like a pencil when he flies. He's so stiff.
I agree, but I still love Deku.
Oh no, Deku needs it.
Well, you don't want to give someone a superpower because they need it. How about the world needs it?
Well, he can. He's what the world needs.
He is my very strong second choice.
Oh, I understand the draw to the million, but do you want a carbon copy of the first thing?
He's not a carbon copy.
Yeah, I know, but he's pretty darn close.
No.
I mean, vibe-wise, it'd be like another blonde hero that never stops smiling. Hey. Have you thought about the time between 1980 to now is the same between 1980 and 1930? Ew! No, but I have now.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of shit's happened, so I should have. And as a history major, you would think I would have, but no. Is the moon is the most amount of land most humans will see at once? True.
I can see what you're going to do.
Did that break you? Is that tickling your autism?
Yeah, it is. I'll probably talk or laugh this much.
Have you given up already?
I didn't lose my focus or my drive. I just realized I was about to step on the poster for All Might's 10th anniversary. The one that was never for sale.
Oh
It's
my
basically
god.
priceless.
Don't tell me. He was in constant motion, jumping around the room as Gran Torino.
You know what I would do as Night Eye after this got done? Make him clean my room. Like, give it all you got. Don't worry about the room. And then when he got done, I'd be like, now clean up this mess.
Yeah. Here's a broom.
Just pull a Kakashi. Very good. Here's a mop.
You're no symbol. I'm confident in that. Regardless of All Might's mandate, you're not worthy of his power.
His hair could work.
How narrowly you avoid objects in your house until it moves.
It's true. But I'm processing it. Ooh, indeed. Oh, eerie. Can we skip these? No offense to the videos, but I got Kirishima's to see. No. Alright. I just know the story, and while I am enjoying it, I'm really trying to get to Kiri.
The next day, I started my work study at...
Fastest story in the land. The way you walk is the accent of your feet. Also true.
No lies detected.
Alright. Hey! Finally, thank God! It's the sound of a gunshot in your face, sir. Do you think that humans realize that they sound different to others before the invention of the wax recording? Probably not.
Tamaki of UA's Big Three introduced me to a pro named Fatcom.
This dude right here. This is my favorite trio of all of the work study peeps, of course. Very biased.
I've been having some big old trouble with delinquents around here lately.
I know.
They think they're large and in charge.
He's so
I'm glad to
cute.
have a real brawler on our
That
side.
dumb old face. I need a captain.
Speak of the devil.
This is Captain America.
Boys.
He's strong and brave, here to save the American way.
He really is. He thinks he is hot shit. I have seen him fully go at a donkey.
Captain. Wrong hand, but it's fine.
He's like, I don't know this.
This has made me question Kirishima's quirk, right? Does it automatically kick in when he's hit? Or is he fast enough that he blocked that bullet himself?
I think he would have to like.
Because I mean, clearly he's had situations where he wasn't hardened yet, and he's gotten cut before.
Come on! You should have at least saved your buddy, shouldn't you? You shot someone and ran off to save
Have you ever considered that we are just dogs in God's hot car? Oh, here we go. I'm about to beat a bitch.
Millionaires are paying millions of dollars to act for
Yeah! Yes! This is my lad. I'm blocking this bitch. You can't hurt me, son. I'm made of fucking rock. Rock hard abs. Manliness. I love it! And it's an up-close fighter. You know I love up-close. I don't like sneaks. Don't like sneaky sneaks. Yeah! Easy. In the bag, in the bucket. Oh, I love it. Positive masculinity, you know? Millionaires are oh, you said that one. Most pets die not knowing their owner's true name. Oh! Oh no! Does that bother you?
Are we sure?
I have a question. Does W start with a D? Maybe.
Okay. This is my autistic brain. I used to get in trouble for some stupid in school because I was like, I refused to write. You know, in school, and they're like very particular about you writing your W's like they're typed out, and they won't let you curve them.
Wobble you. Sorry.
I used to get in trouble because I would write them rounded, and you weren't allowed to in kindergarten or whatever. And I was like, but that's double V. It is a
putting a
double
double
V
E.
unless you curve it. Then it becomes a
Double
W.
U. I still like Wubble U.
Wobbly's pretty good.
That's a classic. Red cellophane shoulder
This is
candy.
our place where the customer works.
It's true, I do it every day. I now go to the gym like 4 or 5 times a week. And it's all like, it's all just him being like, alright everybody, 3, 2, 1. Walks around, takes a sip. Alright everybody. Okay, so I feel like we should call it for tonight. What's a gym?
Should we do
But
one versus
we need to do one versus Kirishima versus Todoroki. Because you know that's how this is gonna go.
Get stronger.
Get stronger.
and smarter.
And smarter.
The free battle mode is a mode that allows you
I
to
understand.
fight alongside your
Uh-huh. Hee.
If you have multiple
We trust our
controllers,
banks
you
with
can
our
play
money,
with
but they don't
multiple
even
people.
trust us with their... I can't see that from here.
Oop. Don't even trust us with their $2 pens. Keep those bitches on a chain. 2 rounds. Do you want sidekicks or just us?
Mono, emo. I don't know.
I like mono,
It'd be fun
emono.
to have- Can we do one of each?
Yes.
It might be fun to pick your team.
That's true. Alright, alright.
Can we do one of each?
Yeah.
It's time to choose your character.
Well, clearly, Kirishima.
Gets me worked up.
Kirishima. There you go.
Let's go calmly.
Who do I want on my team for Kirishima?
Todoroki.
Let's think about that. Well, give me my baby boy.
I hope I can help out.
You can, buddy. Don't you worry about a thing.
Wait, how many helpers do you get?
2.
Oh, sorry, I gotta delete some. How do I do that?
I don't know.
Cancel deck.
There you go.
Okay, sorry, Sue. I'm going away.
Did you call me?
What? No. There we go.
And then Sue. Or Midoriya.
Midoriya and Aizawa.
Sweet! I had to have Bakugo and Sun Eater.
Why did I say Wait, did it cancel me being Shoto?
You did. You're now Mizuku. Mizuku.
Mizuku. Mizuku Midoriya.
Cool. Yeah.
How about choosing a stage?
Ooh, Shihei Saikai or...
Day and night mode to
Let's
stages.
see. Do you want to fight at school? You want us to fight at a base? League of... Whoa, oh my god. Do you want it to do it at random? The combat training
not at
facility?
random.
This is fun.
Trust your heart.
Yeah. The arena, baby. Nursing homes are kind of like pre-cemeteries. If you play music loud enough, that's right, buddy. Sorry. You won't hear any noise complaints. True. Oh.
This'll end quick.
That won't work on me, explosion boy. I'm up close and personal.
Well, and you're impervious to everything I do, right?
It's true. Pretty darn. Well, that's hot.
Yeah, I guess I'm
I was already on the ground. You wasted your shot.
I didn't even know I pushed that. Actually, I must have gotten real tense.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I knew mistakes were going to me.
Sun Eater is
Eater.
coming in clutch.
Fuck that dude.
Coming in clutch.
Really like you guys right now.
Oh, frozen. Nice. Nope, frozen. Nope, frozen.
I fully and
We got 2 rounds.
I 100% blame that on squeezing my controller and accidentally going plus ultra at the wrong time.
Well, you got another round to prove yourself. I've always said Kirishima is almost impervious to Todoroki. He
Yeah,
can't
it's
get blown up. He can't get burned. He doesn't get hot because he's not made of metal. And he busted out of that robot in the test like a pro. So ice would literally do nothing to him. I want to see a fight between Kirishima and Todoroki. No, I want a real one. Oh, god damn it. It's frozen.
Thank you, Aizawa. Get in there.
Fuck you, Aizawa. I'm busy.
Hey, when I say block, you block, son.
I'm a strong boy. Woo, I'm a strong boy. I'm a frozen boy. I'm a frozen boy. Bakugo, where you at? God damn it, Aizawa. This is not your fight. Ooh, that one was tight. Kirishima, baby.
This is the way a man lives.
That's cute. Let's play again.
You want to just one-on-one?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
No,
Yes,
this is
sorry,
fine.
I didn't even
Honestly,
register
it didn't
for
really affect it that much to have
No,
sidekicks.
it's just cute.
Oh, I gotta totally catch up here. Saying I like your smile is considered sweet. But saying I like your teeth is considered creepy. It's true. Dog toys live a horrifying life in the Toy Story universe.
Oh my god, it's true.
Your fingers have fingertips, but your toes don't have toe tips. Somehow, though, you can tiptoe, but not finger toe. Gross, but very accurate. Okay, I'm gonna be Kirishima again. We're gonna get us some fat gum. And who else do I want in my...
Whoa, wait. I gotta change this.
I want Mina. Come here, baby girl.
I'm
Let's go. Leave
doing
it to
this
me.
because I think it's funny.
Endeavor?
Oh, no, I'm not playing Endeavor. Are
I was
you
like,
kidding
you're
me?
playing as Endeavor?
No, I want him to have to play with All Might.
Oh. That's fair.
How about choosing a stage?
Where do you want?
The atmosphere of the stage can change.
What?
Oh.
This one? This one?
Yeah.
Shihei Saikai. Yee. All right.
Come on, come at me like a man's man.
I can overcome the blood and the past.
But can you overcome getting hard?
Just a little more, huh? Just a little more, huh? Sub-Zero.
What I wanted it to do.
There you go.
There,
There you
that's what I
go.
was trying to do.
Just a little more, huh? I can't wait to get back into it.
Wasn't quite as close as I wanted to be on that one, but it'll work. Oh.
I was in mid-run when we started. Sir.
Oh, that was Endeavor. Jesus. Oh, God. Wait! We can talk about this. Oh, All Might just slapped my ass.
Hey.
Just a little more, huh?
Back No.
Just a little more, huh? Go on and brace yourself.
Oh, I'm so pushing the wrong button.
What happened? What have you been done? What have you been doing? What happened? What happened?
All four of these mixed up. So I was like, why is fire not coming out when I was trying to block? And
Yeah.
when I was trying to actually block, he was running a little. And
Oh, no! You're like, why is he stuck?
Let's see if
The attack is the junk drawer. Oh, the attic is the junk drawer of the house. That's also true.
oh my god, that's hilarious.
Aw, All Might. That's not very manly. I turned into a wheel. I don't even know how I did that.
Just a little more.
I forgot how he does that distance thing.
Ouch. Ouch. Arr.
That's really interesting. So they actually do kind of calibrate it like.
That's what I'm saying.
Breaks it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because he's Kirishima.
No, that's good.
Yeah, when I fight
I'm
against...
just having to, like, relearn the whole thing, which is why I like this particular fight.
Yeah. When I have fought against Bakugo before in the other game, it was very difficult for me to beat him with Kirishima. I had to try like 3 different times.
Yeah, it's really hard. I also still don't feel bad.
You do. Ow, Endeavor, Jesus! Oh, it's too far away.
No. Oh, I can't shoot it. It's okay.
Just a little more, huh? More training.
Cool.
Jesus.
Well, I want to learn their, like, combination moves per character.
Yeah, I do too.
Because it's really hard when they train Midoriya and then you're Lemillion and then you're like, wait.
Like I said, I literally just turned into a wheel. I don't know how I did that. I just turned into a wheel and smacked into people.
I like this. I want to memorize everything.
So fun. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been very fun. I will be back next Tuesday. Actually, yeah, I will. I'm gonna have surgery eventually, but not yet. So I'm still good for next Tuesday, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I might go back to the couple games I've been playing, or I might not. I don't know. It's random. I don't know. But thank you for hanging out. So much fun. Welcome to the newcomers, and I gotta read these comments first. Are plastic toy dinosaurs made out of decomposed dinosaurs? Ew. Yeah, technically because they're rubber, and that's technically... Ew. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks. And you know the thing. Statistically speaking, there's always a chance for unlikely events to take place. You have a fantastic evening and rest of your week. Ta!
Remember, statistically speaking, there's always a chance for unlikely events to take place. Unlikely events to take place. Unlikely events to take place. Remember, statistically speaking, there's always a chance for unlikely events to take place.